Hey guys, front wheel. So, I want to do a quick video. I'm getting ready to go hiking hills. I got some really good questions and comments recently from people I know, so I thought I should share. The first one's from Ye Old Fuddy Duddy, or as I like to call him, the old fart. That's quicker to yell. Will I be using my nutritionist while I'm on this hike? And the answer is yes, absolutely. There's a lot that goes on with the body on a through hike. It's not all good. Loss of muscle mass, bone density, and I'm trying to mitigate that. And I don't want to lose too much weight. I want to lose some weight, but I don't want to lose an insane amount of weight. You know, it's 2,197.4 miles. The average hiker, from what I read, does it in 165 days. And they lose on average of 30 pounds. That's a lot. So I've talked to her. I've worked with Maria. And I know how much protein I need to take in. The average hiker burns 5,500 calories. There's no set in stone. You're going to burn, 8,000 here, it depends on how much effort you're putting out and what the train's like, how much you're carrying, blah, blah, blah. And there's no way I wouldn't want her help and guidance. I've worked with her, let's see, if I've been at the CrossFit gym about a year. I've worked with her almost as long, if not a year. And she's been amazing. The nutritionist I thought I was getting is not the nutritionist I got. What I got is way better. The amount of food she recommends I intake with my macros is way more than what I thought. When I started working towards losing weight and working out and what I was doing, I wasn't eating terrible, but I wasn't eating enough, I found out from her. She's been an amazing mentor. Excuse me. I was eating less than a quarter of the carbs I should have been, less than a quarter of the fats I should have been, protein less than half. And I was essentially starving myself to death, basically. And she fixed that. It took some time. And when I do what I'm supposed to do, the weight absolutely has been coming off. I feel better, I have more energy. I'm not always perfect with that. I screw up a lot. You got to give her a lot of credit, because I wouldn't want to deal with me as a client. I know what I'm like. A lot of you know what I'm like. I'm a challenge, I promise. I don't mean to be, but I am. I feel like I fail her sometimes. She's been the most supportive and amazing person, and she encourages me all the time. If I make a mistake, okay, we'll get back to it. It's not that bad. Although sometimes I think I totally deserve a shot collar. Eat something I shouldn't, just push a button. That might really help. Don't give her those ideas, please. Not that she would do it. But getting to that point, in when I fail, and I do, I feel like I fail her. She's the most supportive and encouraging person I know in this whole journey I've been taking. And I don't like doing that. And I don't mean to mislead her, or on the few times I have. It's more of I've fallen into the trap of, when I eat something not scheduled, usually because I fail to plan when I'm away from home all day, and all my food that I've prepped here, because I'll prep a week, 2 weeks at a time of food. I value time and simplicity. And saving time, I meal prep all the time. Crock pot chicken, I eat the same thing virtually every day, 2 meals a day. It's the simplest thing I can do. It saves me a ton of time. Is it boring? Absolutely. Does it work? Yes. For me, I don't recommend it for everybody. But I fall into the trap of, because I failed to plan and I eat something that is not already pre-logged like I do, then it's, oh, I'll log it in a minute. And the minute never comes, or I never take that moment. I'll forget about it for like a day or two, and then I like, damn, and do that. And the other thing I failed about is, how do I say this? Getting stuff logged, because some of the things I've eaten or tried, especially when it's a smaller food vendor with some like homemade jerkies and things, it's not, what do you do, right? Where it's not in the system, but I can find something close and do that. Or with some of the packaged stuff, like for this trip coming up on the AT, I'm trying to get stuff loaded now into the Chrono app, whatever. It's what she has me using, which is my way to take her with me, say, hey, I'm eating this. It's also going to let us monitor, I'm going to weigh myself as much as possible at the hostels when I have access to a scale, and try and do that and mitigate. I know I took a little sidebar, sorry. And do that. And really, to keep my energy up and do the things, like she gave me two non-negotiables for when I'm on the trip. Because the carbs and the fats are going to be flexible, calories flexible. The protein, non-negotiable, 250 grams of protein every day. And the other one is, I think she wants me fasting at night. And I forget, I got to double check the email I got and get that written down in my journal. But yes, I am absolutely using my nutritionist at Momentum Physical Therapy and Wellness, something like that. They're in the Team Stomp building in Lima. They're an amazing staff. All the coaches there are absolutely just the most amazing people ever, and they've mentored me a lot, both as CrossFit coaches and nutritionists. And that's the other thing I kind of probably should say, since I'm on this subject. My nutritionist is also my CrossFit coach and my physical therapist. She started as my CrossFit coach, and then I found out she did other things and started with the physical therapy and then nutrition. And she has been a tremendous help with my mobility and getting ready for this trip that she didn't know was going on until a couple weeks ago. In fact, I don't think anybody did. But getting me to that point, and it was a huge benefit to use her as opposed to somebody who doesn't know me or somebody online, which is fine for some people, but having my CrossFit coach who sees me, who saw the mobility issues, and then when I brought her on as a physical therapist, because she also does that, to help me with the mobility and the strength and this weird shoulder pain, the knee pain, the foot stuff I got going on, everything. She has amazing treatments. The needles, the electroshock, the octopus suction cup deal. It helps. It works. And it's been amazing. She sees me at least 4 to 5 days a week. And like from day one, when I first walked into the gym and took a class, my mobility issues, and she's like, all right, do this, try this, that, and the other. Like my squats weren't very low at all, and my lunges weren't low. And at first it was stacking stuff. Okay, lunge to that. Okay, just go as low as you can. Yes, boss. I'll do my best. It was very humbling in a good way. Or like squats on the wall balls. I swear to God, they're magical. And still today, when I struggle, when my legs are tired and exhausted, especially doing all the Murph prep. We just did the Murph on Memorial Day. The magic wall ball. I swear to God, I go to squat. It might as well be a golf ball. It's not there. And then you look down, it's a wall ball, and then you go to squat, and it's just, you can't find it. I feel like it's a trick. Or there's something really wrong with me. One of the two. You decide. Yeah, that's all I got. but yeah, Team Stomp CrossFit, the coaches and the mentoring I've gotten there from not just the coaches, but the other people who I'm in class with. It's been amazing and humbling, and they've been some of the greatest people I've ever met in my life. I think that's all I got on that. I hope that answered the old farts question. Or sometimes I do call him ye old fuddy-duddy, but usually it's just old fart. I can yell that easier and louder when his hearing aids aren't in. I'm sure he'll see this, if he can figure out the technology thing again. Second thing, my friend Jen wanted to know about how I'm going to resupply. And that's easy. Since I'm starting at Katahdin, 100 Mile Wilderness, halfway through that, I will have I'm doing a food drop. I am staying at the Appalachian Trail Lodge. And halfway in, so I'll probably carry 6 days of food. And then get the Monson. And then after that, every 2, 3, 4 days, out to grocery stores, there's gas stations, there's outfitters. And I'm still trying to put together a little bit better plan of where the best places would be to send resupply boxes, and I'll have the old fart do that. So I can still get stuff and try and keep with what I've put together for a nutrition plan while I'm gone, working with Maria, who's amazing again. And also I was asked, and I've said I haven't done the best job prepping for this, and I haven't. Truth be told. Life got in the way, things came up, and I didn't get the little mini trips in I wanted to get in this year. There's an airplane crash in Virginia, Shuck Stack, which I'll probably pass on the AT anyway, in Tennessee. Hocking Hills, which I'm doing. I wanted to do, 2 nights there. I'm doing 1. I got appointments and my cervical guy for my neck and, all that good stuff. But it's okay. Physically, I'm in the best shape I've been in, and I don't know, since early in the military before I got hurt. But a lot of it is resupply is going to be planning as I go. Not planning is just been me and getting caught up with things. I probably should have put more emphasis on this, but it's okay. I will be fine. Which also leads me to what people ask me if I'm nervous. Am I nervous? No, not at all. I'm absolutely terrified. No, but in all seriousness, the only real worries I have is, 1, is something gonna come up in life that'll force me to leave the trail, and 2 is my body gonna hold up. I'm not doing the fastest known time, an FKT. Just no. If I know you you've seen me run. No. You've seen me move quick. No, it does not happen. Okay? Besides, I don't think they have AED machines on trees just in case. So speed, not my thing. Carrying a heavy load, many miles, got you all day. Not fast. But yeah, could I put it off another year to do this? Yes. But no, I'm not going to. I have worked towards this for 2 years. I have done as much planning. I probably could have done more planning. I could have done more prepping, absolutely. I'm not stopping at this point. I have the time, I have the opportunity. And who's to say later that if I don't take the time right now, today, to get this done, it's going to happen later. Something might come up next year and I won't, or other stuff this year, I might not get the prepping in. So I'm confident in my gear. I think it's a little on the heavy side, but I'll get there. And I'm doing the shakedown at the lodge anyway, so they can help me go through my crap and see how much of this garbage I don't need. I'm going to make some changes after Hocking Hills in the few days before I head out, so I got that. But yeah, it's like when I fail Maria with my nutrition stuff, I forget the log, or eat something I shouldn't have, or it's just move past it, keep going. But yeah, I fail to plan. It happens. Life gets in the way. So I'll get to it later, and then later never comes. That's what I'm trying to get to. There's not going to... Who's to say there's going to be a later this time? I mean, it takes the average hiker 165 days. The time frames I hear are between 4 and 7 months. I think the fastest known time overall is 41 days, which is insane to do almost 2,200 miles. Yeah, I think that's it for questions. I actually had to write them down so I don't forget. Oh, bears. Yeah, no. Am I worried I'm going to get eaten by a bear? No. I think I'm more likely killed by a mouse. And let's face it, if there's a mouse in a shelter big enough to carry me off, we've got way more serious problems. You know how big I am. So, that's about it. Oh, before I forget, on Memorial Day, I did do the Murph. This is my second year doing it. It's brutal. I don't think Murph and I get along. We get along better now than we did last year, but we don't get along very well. My time last year was, I think, 1 hour and 21 minutes. I did the Murph this year in 1 hour and 11 minutes and some change. It's a 1 mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 air squats, and another 1 mile run. It's no joke. I did it without a plate carrier, and I did jumping pull-ups. I'm still doing with shoulder, elbow issues. I'm still struggling to do a large number of strict pull-ups. But I got it done in an excellent time, and I couldn't have done it without my coaches and the other people at Team Stomp for encouraging me and keep pushing me. And especially Tom, who makes me feel guilty when I'm a few minutes late before 7, even though class starts at 8 and I like to do stuff early. Tell him I said that. But I think that's it. I got to get to Hocking Hills and get hiking out there tomorrow. I'll be back at the gym Thursday. My last day is going to be the 1st. I leave the 2nd. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll get there. But that's all I got. I got to head to Hocking Hills, and I guess I should close with something somewhat intelligent to say. So, how about this? Don't put off for tomorrow what you could do today. Don't say, oh, I'll get to it in a minute, because that minute will never come, like me logging food I don't plan on eating. So, get after it. Bye.